What do you think of women in other cultures and how they treat their men?
Well, I think it's different. For example, where I come from in Europe, it's more like old school than the modern way of dating.
I think women in other cultures, I just think that they do are a little bit more submissive than the women in America.
Do you think they treat their men better because they're forced to or because they want to?
I think because they're forced to, they get abused.
I knew just looking at her when I saw the baby hair slicked to the side that she was going to say something dumb. Why do people always think that just because a woman chooses to be submissive and let her man lead and be very, very traditional, that they're being forced to? I get in some Middle Eastern countries, very specific ones, that might be the case. But majority of these Eastern countries where women are still super submissive, I think they're just smart. They've just seen that, like, hey, this has worked for hundreds of generations before me, maybe even thousands of generations before me. So why would I change it up? If it's not broke, why would I fix it? You know, it's just currently in modern day America, we've decided, like, hey, you know what? Even though birth rates were much higher back then, even though women reported being much happier and they were on less antidepressants, even though, the family unit stuck together for much longer and we were able to survive off one income, even though all those things were true, fuck it, let's change it up. Let's just switch it up.
And like they can't even wear their real hair. They have to cover their hairs up and stuff like that.
She should have covered that up. Just throwing that out there.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves or do you think they're happy?
I think a mixture of both.
It seems like they're forced to, but because it's a different culture, they kind of want to. The culture is family oriented, so they did want to.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves or are they happy?
No, I think they're happy, definitely.
What's the difference between Western women philosophy versus Eastern women philosophy?
Western women philosophy is more the feminine side and independence, whereas the Eastern side is more on religious values, I guess.
Western women philosophy is more self-centered. I think Eastern women is kind of family oriented, so they don't just think about themselves, they think about the family, they think about other stuff other than themselves.
The difference is Western women feel like they can do whatever they want. They don't care about what a man says. And Eastern, they feel like they have to do what a man says.
I was with her until she said have to. But like the dude in the red shirt said, modern women in, Western society, they are self-centered. It's about me, 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 me. Like we're at the point to where women think that they could just up and leave and break their family up because they're not happy anymore. If that doesn't scream self-centered, I don't know what else to call it. Because we know that women are the ones overwhelmingly leaving marriages. You could argue, oh, it's because the man was cheating or oh, because the man was abusive. But let's be 100% honest, that's not happening over 50% of the time. And that's how often women are leaving their marriages.
Which country treats their women best?
I would say I don't think anywhere treats their woman best. Let's be real. Not America, not nowhere, honestly.
That's completely disingenuous. The United States treats them the best with all the rights and responsibilities that they've been given, just like men. Like this is what they wanted. They can do everything that we can do. But now you're still complaining. It's never enough. It'll never be enough. Now, if you ask the question and you phrase it like, which group of women are taken care of the best, then I would say the Eastern, countries, hands down, because they're protected from the workforce a lot of times. There's some places where the women, they ain't never worked in their life. Raising children and keeping the home is all they know. But let's just be 100% real and tell the truth. Women in this country, by a long shot, have it the best. It's just you guys choose to not see that.
What do you think of American women and how they treat their men?
Horrible.
Can you be more specific?
American women are stupid. And I don't know, they're uncultured and I don't know, rude.
I think American women play with men's feelings, and I think they have really high standards and are very picky.
I think American women, they're very cold, and that's why American men, they prefer Latina women.
I mean, it's tough for me to say, but I'd say from what I've seen, it can be unfair because a lot of them will leave with half of the stuff that the man owns if things go bad, and they're very quick to leave. So, yeah.
What do you
That's exactly what I was saying previously. And I'm gonna be honest, some of these people that he's asking, I know they're in Vegas, they are stoned out of their mind. You could tell some of them are zoned out. They're on cloud nine, dude. But he makes a good point again. That's what I was saying earlier. They're leaving. They're being incentivized to leave. Simply put, you know, if things were different and the government wasn't so involved in family, then maybe America would have a shot. But I think we're long past that, man. The ship has sailed. We're kind of doomed. If they don't change some of the laws, and I mean quickly, within like the next 10 years, yeah, this country's done, bro. Because we don't have a family to stand on.
your thoughts on the passport bros?
I think it's a cool concept.
I think if you want to be with someone and you don't like her 100%, or if you don't find your people in one place, I think it's awesome that you travel overseas to get what you want. Obviously, yeah.
Why do American men travel overseas to find a wife, but men from overseas don't travel to America to find a wife?
Because women know their worth over here, more exposed to resources.
No, it's because nobody wants y'all. That's what it is. Everybody understands, whether it's through social media. Get online and look at the stigma that America has. Not even just women. Go look at any forum or go look at any thread from another country and see how they talk about Americans. They know that we're extremely self-centered, that we're extremely entitled, that we're extremely unhealthy. There's just nobody fucks with us. So specifically in this topic of why do men leave and go find women in other countries, is because the women are more desirable. It's simple. And those dudes get a lot of flack for going to other countries and getting women. If you have the resources and you're actually looking to like find a wife, it's one thing if you're just going to clap cheeks. That's wrong. But if you're going to find a wife, there's nothing wrong with that. You deserve to be able to use your resources and look for what you want to find. You know, women gonna shame dudes all the time for doing it, but it's because they're salty. Nobody wants them. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end the video right here. I'll leave this entire video linked in the description so you can go check it out for yourself. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section. Let's get a conversation started, man. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.